Well, today we're doing a deep dive into a device that's generating quite a bit of buzz. It's called the Yeedi M14 Plus.
Mm,
It's being talked about as a potential floor cleaning hero, so naturally we need to see if it actually lives up to that.
right. So our mission for you today is really to cut through that hype. We're going to unpack the details from a pretty comprehensive review of this M14 Plus.
Okay.
We'll look at what it can actually do, how it performs in like a real home environment, and crucially, is it worth the money? Does it genuinely make your life easier, or is it just, another gadget?
Okay, let's unpack this then. What makes this machine a potential game changer? What's the core idea here that could transform how you clean your floors? So, first impressions. It's definitely got that modern look. A slick white robot, vacuum and mop combo. But it's not just the robot, is it? It comes with this pretty substantial all-in-one station.
Yeah, and that station is, I think, where things get really interesting. It's designed to tackle all the annoying follow-up tasks.
The bits everyone hates.
Totally. We're talking washing the mop pads and, get this, with hot water, like 167 degrees Fahrenheit hot.
Wow, okay. That's serious.
Right. Then it dries them, automatically empties the robot's dustbin into a bag in the station, and it refills the robot's water tank. Basically requires minimal input from you.
Minimal input, that sounds...
It really shifts cleaning from something you actively do to something that just happens in the background, which is, a big deal mentally, not just practically.
That really does lean into that low-maintenance powerhouse promise, connecting that station to the whole experience up on the floor.
Right, the core function. And the suction here is, well, it's astonishingly strong. The review puts it up to 18,000 PAS.
18,000. That sounds like a lot.
It is a lot.
Yeah.
That's nearly flagship grade. You usually only see numbers like that on the really, really high-end, expensive models. So that's pretty impressive right there.
And it's not just sucking up dust, right? You mentioned mopping. There's something different about the mop system, too.
It uses what they call a roller-style OZMO mop. Now, unlike the usual pads that kind of just drag dampness and sometimes dirt around.
Yeah, smearing it.
Exactly. This one spins, it sprays water, but, and this is key, it also scoops up the dirty liquid it collects.
Ah, okay. So it's extracting, not just wiping.
Precisely. Which the review confirms leads to fewer streaks and much better stain removal. It's actually getting the grime off the floor. And then there's some smart movement features, too.
But what?
Well, it lifts the mop about 10 millimeters when it senses carpet.
Oh, nice. So no damp carpet edges.
Exactly. A small detail, but really useful if you have mixed flooring. And it also extends the mop slightly outwards towards edges.
Wait, it reaches for the baseboards. That's surprisingly thoughtful for a robot. I always find that little line of dust right at the edge.
It seems designed to tackle that. And for anyone listening with pets, this is important. It has the ZeroTangle 3.0 brush system.
ZeroTangle. Okay, sounds promising.
Yeah, it's specifically engineered to minimize hair wrap on the main brush. If you've got a dog or cat that sheds, you know what a pain hair wrap can be on these things.
Oh, definitely.
Right.
Constantly pulling hair out of the brush roll. So this is aiming to solve one of those big robot vacuum headaches. And how does it find its way around?
It uses DTF LiDAR for mapping. That's a direct time-of-flight LiDAR. Pretty standard for good navigation these days. Makes for efficient cleaning paths.
Okay.
And you control everything through the Yeedi app. It seems pretty intuitive, supports voice commands too. And you can set up your no-go zones, places you don't want it wandering into.
So the feature list is strong, impressive even. But specs are one thing. How did it actually perform in a real-world test? Did it live up to the hype?
Well, according to the reviewer, yeah. They mentioned being genuinely surprised by how clean the floors looked after a full run.
Really? Like noticeably cleaner?
Yeah. Specifically called out that coffee stains disappeared completely. And those edges near the baseboards we mentioned looked crisp.
Okay, that's solid feedback.
And it's not just one person's opinion. It seems to line up with what users are saying online, like on Reddit.
Oh, interesting. What are they saying?
There was a quote mentioned. "I had a little coffee spill. It cleaned it up smoothly without smearing around, no streaks." That directly backs up the claim about the roller mop.
Right, the scooping action.
Exactly. And another user apparently loved that mop extension feature for getting right up to the baseboards. So those specific design choices seem to be paying off for actual users.
And bigger tech sites, did they weigh in?
Yeah, TechAdvisor apparently called it the complete package, highlighting the suction, the hot water mop washing, and just the overall cleaning effectiveness.
Okay, complete package is high praise. But nothing's perfect, right? What are the downsides, the trade-offs?
Definitely not perfect. It's important to be balanced here. The review did point out that it can be pretty loud,
Loud how? Like just when vacuuming or...
especially during the mop washing cycle in the dock. Apparently that's quite noisy. So something to keep in mind depending on where you'd place the dock.
Okay, good to know. Anything else?
The obstacle avoidance, while generally okay, isn't top of the line. It apparently struggled sometimes in very dark areas or with like thin cables left on the floor.
Ah. So you might still need to do a quick robot-proofing tidy-up before it runs.
Probably a good idea. Yeah, it's good, but maybe not quite as advanced as some premium competitors in dodging every little thing.
Okay, so noisy mop washing and slightly imperfect obstacle avoidance. Considering those points, how does it stack up overall? Especially against other robots out there. What's the value picture?
Right, putting it in perspective. Compared to Yeedi's own, slightly lower model, the S14, this M14 Plus adds that much better brush system, the mop lift, and the improved hair handling. But it does cost more, maybe around $400 more.
Okay, so a definite step up within their own line. What about against other brands, like the big names, Ecovacs or Roborock?
This is where it gets compelling. The review suggests that in terms of actual cleaning results, vacuuming and mopping the M14 Plus performs nearly identically to models like the Ecovacs X8 or Roborock S8.
Really?
Identically.
Pretty much. But, and this is the kicker, it significantly undercuts them on price, often by a few $100s.
Okay, that's interesting. Similar performance, lower price. What kind of price are we talking? It launched around $1,399, I think, but pricing fluctuates, Currently, it seems to be discounted, hovering somewhere between, say, $849 and $999.
Right.
And when you consider what you're getting, that powerful suction, the hot water mop wash, the fully loaded dock, and that price point becomes really, really competitive. It's tough to beat that feature set for under $1,000.
Yeah, that does sound like strong value, making those high-end features more accessible.
Exactly.
So let's bring it all together. After this deep dive, who is this Yeedi M14 Plus really for? Who's the ideal user?
Well, based on everything we've discussed, if your home ticks a few boxes like you have pets shedding, maybe kids making messes, a mix of hard floors and carpets.
The typical busy household.
Right. And if you really value that low maintenance, set it and forget it approach, then the Yeedi M14 Plus looks like a stellar bet. It really seems designed for people who want serious vacuuming and serious mopping without having to babysit the machine constantly.
The low maintenance powerhouse we talked about.
That's the profile. It hits that sweet spot.
But who shouldn't buy it? Or who might need to consider other options?
Okay, good question. If, say, ultra-quiet operation is your absolute #1 priority, maybe you work from home, sensitive to noise, that loud mop washing cycle might be a deal breaker.
Right, the noise factor.
Or if your home layout is extremely cluttered with lots of small, low-lying obstacles, you might want something with absolutely top-tier, best-in-class obstacle avoidance.
Because this one might get stuck occasionally.
It might. Or maybe you have super thick plush carpets that need really specific grooming. Now, this might not be specialized enough for that. In those cases, maybe you wait, or you look at a more premium and likely more expensive option like that Ecovacs X8.
Got it. So it's fantastic for many, but there are specific needs where it might not be the perfect fit. Overall, though, the verdict seems pretty positive. The source called it damn close to the full package.
Yeah, I think that sums it up well. It really seems to nail that balance of power, convenience, and price for a lot of potential users.
It certainly sounds like a compelling option.